Ladies and gentlemen, there is a secret known to every great man and woman who has ever triumphed over adversity, climbed from obscurity to greatness, and carved their names into the fabric of history. It is a principle so powerful, so magnetic in its effect, that when embraced fully, it bends the universe in your favor. That principle is this: act as you've already made it, not with arrogance, but with the unwavering belief that success is not something you wait for, it's something you prepare for. The world does not respond to hesitation, it responds to certainty. When you walk, talk, and think like a person of purpose, you begin to attract the opportunities, the people, and the conditions that match that state of mind. Success begins in the mind and manifests through action. So today, I urge you, don't wait for the evidence to believe in yourself. Let your belief create the evidence. The power of positive expectancy is one of the most profound principles that successful individuals have harnessed to create their reality. It is the art of believing that success is not something that is merely hoped for, but something that is already on its way. This belief, this expectation, becomes the fuel that propels a person forward toward their goals. It is not enough to simply wish for something to happen or to set an intention. True power lies in the deep-rooted belief that what you seek is already on its way to you. The essence of positive expectancy is rooted in the understanding that your thoughts and beliefs shape your future. The mind is not just a passive receiver of external events, but an active creator of reality. When you hold a strong belief that you will succeed, when you expect good things to happen, you are essentially setting the stage for those good things to manifest. Your mind begins to tune itself to the opportunities and solutions that will lead you to success. You start seeing possibilities where others see obstacles. You begin to attract the very people, circumstances, and resources that align with your goals. Think of it like a magnet. Just as a magnet pulls metal objects toward it, your expectations pull the events, opportunities, and conditions that are in alignment with those expectations. This is not magic. This is the power of your mindset working in harmony with the universal laws that govern success. When you expect success, your actions reflect that belief. Your words reflect that belief. Your energy radiates that belief. And because you are vibrating at a frequency of success, you begin to attract the circumstances and people who are in resonance with that frequency. When you expect success, you create a powerful psychological condition known as mental preparedness. This mental state is crucial because it allows you to be ready for opportunities as they present themselves. Most people go through life waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. But the truth is, success does not come in a neatly packaged gift. Success comes in the form of opportunities, many of which may not look like what you expect at first glance. If you are not mentally prepared, if you do not expect success, you might miss these opportunities or dismiss them as unimportant. However, when you operate from a place of positive expectancy, you begin to recognize these opportunities instantly, and you act on them with confidence and clarity. The power of positive expectancy also cultivates resilience. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and failures. No journey to success is free of obstacles. But when you believe that success is inevitable, that it is already yours for the taking, the setbacks are no longer roadblocks. Instead, they become stepping stones, temporary detours that are part of the path toward your ultimate goal. Positive expectancy creates a mindset where failure is not feared, but understood as a necessary part of the process. You see failure as a lesson, not as a reflection of your worth or abilities. It is important to note that positive expectancy is not simply blind optimism. It is grounded in faith and action. It is not about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It is about acting with the certainty that your actions will lead to the results you desire. Positive expectancy fuels decisiveness. When you expect success, you do not hesitate or second-guess yourself. You take action with confidence because you trust that your efforts will lead to positive outcomes. This is the difference between those who succeed and those who fail. The successful individual understands that the only way to achieve anything is through deliberate action and the belief that those actions will produce results. In practical terms, positive expectancy can be cultivated through affirmations, visualization, and surrounding yourself with supportive influences. Affirmations are a powerful tool because they reprogram the subconscious mind, reinforcing the belief that success is inevitable. Visualization is equally powerful. By picturing yourself already living the life you desire, you begin to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions with that vision. And when you surround yourself with individuals who believe in your potential, you create an environment that nurtures your positive expectancy. In the end, the power of positive expectancy lies in the belief that what you want is already on its way to you. The moment you begin to expect success, you open the floodgates of possibility. You shift from a mindset of lack to a mindset of abundance. You no longer wait for the world to offer you success. Instead, you create the conditions for success to flow toward you. And as you move forward with this unwavering belief, you will begin to see your dreams and goals unfold before your very eyes. The concept of definiteness of purpose is one of the cornerstones of success. It is the unshakable clarity with which you pursue your goals, the unwavering commitment to a single, clearly defined aim. Without it, success remains a fleeting dream, an abstract notion that can never fully materialize. When you have a definiteness of purpose, however, every thought, every action, every decision is aligned with the pursuit of that singular goal. It becomes the guiding force in your life, driving you to take the necessary steps, make the right choices, and overcome the challenges that arise. Thank you, that arise. Having a definiteness of purpose means you are no longer drifting aimlessly through life. You have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, and you know exactly why you want to achieve it. This clarity gives you direction and focus. It is the roadmap that guides you through the maze of life's distractions and temptations. When you are clear on your purpose, it becomes almost impossible to be swayed by the opinions of others or by the difficulties that stand in your way. You know why you are doing what you are doing, and that knowing provides you with the strength to push forward, even in the face of adversity. It is important to understand that definiteness of purpose is not just about having a goal. It is about having a deep commitment to that goal. Many people have vague dreams or distant desires, but they lack the clarity and resolve to transform those dreams into reality. They may say they want to be successful, but they have no concrete idea of what success looks like for them. They may say they want to be happy, but they have no specific vision of how that happiness is to be attained. Without a definite purpose, they remain stuck in a cycle of indecision, procrastination, and confusion. The power of definiteness of purpose lies in the fact that it creates laser-like focus. Once you know exactly what you want, the path toward it becomes clearer. You no longer waste time on activities or pursuits that do not contribute to your goal. Your actions become intentional, and every step you take moves you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. In the absence of a clear purpose, however, time is wasted on distractions, detours, and unproductive efforts. You may find yourself spinning in circles, never making real progress. Definiteness of purpose also brings with it a sense of urgency. When you know exactly what you want and are committed to achieving it, you no longer allow procrastination or fear to hold you back. You become proactive instead of reactive. You understand that time is a precious commodity and that every moment counts in the pursuit of your purpose. And this sense of urgency drives you to take action consistently without delay or hesitation. It fuels your motivation and keeps you moving forward even when the path gets tough. One of the most important aspects of definiteness of purpose is its ability to inspire clarity in decision making. Every decision you face, big or small, becomes easier when you know your purpose. If a decision aligns with your goal, you take it. If it doesn't, you pass it by. This clarity simplifies your life in ways you may not even realize. Instead of being paralyzed by indecision or overwhelmed by options, you make choices with confidence, knowing that each step is leading you closer to the realization of your dreams. In addition to simplifying decision making, definiteness of purpose provides resilience in the face of challenges. There will be times when the road seems impassable, when obstacles appear insurmountable, and when failure seems imminent. But when you have a clear and definite purpose, those setbacks become mere temporary roadblocks. You know why you are on this journey, and that knowledge fuels your perseverance. The stronger your sense of purpose, the more determined you become in overcoming the challenges that arise. It is this resilience, this unwillingness to give up, that separates the successful from those who give up too soon. It's also crucial to recognize that definiteness of purpose involves more than just personal ambition. While it is important to have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, when your purpose is connected to the well-being of others, to your community, or to a higher ideal, it becomes more meaningful. It transcends self-interest and taps into the deeper motivations that drive lasting fulfillment. Finally, it is essential to recognize that definiteness of purpose is not a fixed trait. It is something that can be developed and refined over time. It may not always be easy to define your purpose at the outset, but through introspection, experience, and trial and error, you can arrive at a clear and purposeful direction. As you grow and evolve, your purpose may evolve with you, but as long as you remain committed to it, you will continue to make progress toward its fulfillment. In conclusion, definiteness of purpose is the cornerstone upon which all success is built. It is the guiding force that shapes every decision, every action, and every outcome. Without it, success is a distant dream, a fleeting hope, but with it, you become unstoppable. You become a force of nature, destined to achieve what you have set out to accomplish. Mastering your mindset is arguably the most powerful skill you can develop in the pursuit of success. It is the foundation on which all other actions and achievements are built. Your mindset shapes your reality, determines your level of success, and ultimately dictates the course of your life. It is the silent force that governs how you approach challenges, how you respond to opportunities, and how you perceive yourself and the world around you. Mastering your mindset is not about simply thinking positively. It is about cultivating the mental resilience, clarity, and focus that will propel you forward regardless of external circumstances. The first step in mastering your mindset is understanding that your thoughts are incredibly powerful. Every thought you have carries energy. Thoughts are not just fleeting ideas that pass through your mind, but forces that influence your actions, shape your emotions, and determine the quality of your life. Your thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs create your reality. If you believe that success is out of reach or that you are not worthy of achieving greatness, that belief will limit your potential. Conversely, if you believe in your ability to succeed, if you hold a mindset of abundance and possibility, you open the door to limitless potential. The challenge, however, is that many people are not conscious of their thoughts. They allow negative or limiting beliefs to take root in their minds without realizing the destructive impact those beliefs can have. The key to mastering your mindset is developing an awareness of the thoughts that dominate your mind. Once you become aware of these thoughts, you can begin to challenge and change them. When a negative thought arises, whether it is about your abilities, your circumstances, or your future, you have the power to replace it with a positive, empowering thought. This act of consciously shifting your mindset is the first step toward mastery. Another essential aspect of mastering your mindset is cultivating mental resilience. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles. No matter how talented or capable you are, there will be times when you face difficulties that seem insurmountable. In these moments, your mindset determines whether you rise above the challenge or succumb to defeat. Those with a resilient mindset view challenges as opportunities for growth. They understand that setbacks are temporary and that every failure brings with it valuable lessons that contribute to their ultimate success. This resilience is not about avoiding failure. It is about embracing failure as a part of the journey and continuing to move forward despite the setbacks. Building mental resilience also involves developing emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions. Emotional intelligence allows you to maintain composure in the face of adversity and to make decisions from a place of clarity rather than emotional reactivity. When you master your mindset, you no longer allow fear, anger, frustration, or doubt to dictate your actions. You gain the ability to respond to challenging situations with calmness, patience, and strategic thinking. This emotional control is crucial when facing high-pressure situations or when dealing with individuals who may challenge your progress. A crucial element of mastering your mindset is the ability to stay focused on your goal. The human mind is constantly bombarded with distractions, whether they come from external sources or from within. Without a strong, focused mindset, it is easy to become overwhelmed by these distractions, losing sight of your goals and purpose. Focused individuals, however, are able to tune out distractions and concentrate their energy on the task at hand. They make intentional decisions about where to direct their attention, take deliberate actions that align with their long term objectives. In a world full of noise and temptation, the ability to focus is one of the greatest assets you can possess. Focus also requires the ability to prioritize. When you master your mindset, you are not simply reacting to life's demands. You are proactively choosing what matters most and directing your energy toward those priorities. This means saying no to opportunities that do not align with your purpose and saying yes to those that will move you closer to your goals. It also means making decisions based on long term vision rather than short term gratification. True mastery of your mindset involves a commitment to your priorities, even when the path is difficult or requires sacrifice. Furthermore, mastering your mindset involves the cultivation of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful tools you can use to shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. When you practice gratitude, you begin to recognize the blessings and opportunities that already exist in your life. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is present, and this shift in perspective has a profound effect on your overall well being. People who consistently practice gratitude tend to have a more positive outlook on life, experience greater levels of happiness, and are more resilient in the face of adversity. It is also important to recognize that mastering your mindset is a continuous process. It is not something that happens overnight or that can be achieved once and for all. It requires ongoing effort and self awareness. Just as you would exercise your body to strengthen your muscles, you must exercise your mind to strengthen your mindset. This means regularly engaging in activities that promote mental growth, reading, journaling, meditating, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Over time, these practices will help you build a mindset that is unshakable, resilient, and aligned with your highest potential. Ultimately, mastering your mindset is the key to unlocking your full potential. When you have control over your thoughts, your emotions, your focus, and your reactions, you become the master of your own destiny. You stop allowing external circumstances to dictate your life, and instead you take charge of your future. With a powerful, resilient mindset, you will have the ability to face any challenge, seize any opportunity, and create the life you desire. The law of attraction is a concept that has been embraced by countless successful individuals, yet it remains a principle that many struggle to fully understand and apply. Simply put, the law of attraction is the idea that like attracts like, your thoughts, emotions, and energy attract similar energy from the universe. What you focus on, think about, and believe in will manifest in your life. It is not enough to simply wish for success or hope for positive outcomes. The law of attraction teaches us that we must vibrate at the frequency of what we want in order to attract. This is not magic or mysticism. It is the natural law that governs the universe, influencing everything from relationships to finances to personal growth. To begin to understand the law of attraction, it is essential to recognize that our thoughts are not just internal monologues that have no impact on the outside world. Our thoughts are energy, and they send out vibrations into the universe. When we think about something, we are essentially broadcasting a frequency that signals the universe to respond in kind. For example, if you constantly focus on lack, fear, or negativity, you will attract more of the same into your life. On the other hand, when you focus on abundance, success, and positivity, the universe will bring you opportunities and experiences that align with those thoughts. The law of attraction works not just on a conscious level, but also on a subconscious one. Your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful, and it influences everything you do, even when you're not aware. If your subconscious mind is filled with beliefs about failure, unworthiness, or fear of success, these beliefs will manifest in your actions, limiting your potential and holding you back. Conversely, when you reprogram your subconscious mind to focus on success, gratitude, and self worth, you begin to shift your energy toward attracting those very things. This is where the power of positive thinking comes into play. Positive thinking is not just about putting on a happy face or pretending everything is fine when it is not. It is about consciously choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems. on opportunities rather than obstacles. It is about shifting your mindset from one of lack to one of abundance. Positive thinking is a mindset that says, I have the power to create my reality, and that belief, in turn, brings positive results. By practicing gratitude, visualizing your success, and affirming your goals, you send out a powerful signal that you are ready and open to receive what you desire. Another crucial aspect of the law of attraction is the concept of vibration. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, and that energy vibrates at different frequencies. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, and the actions you take all emit a frequency. If you want to attract success, love, or abundance into your life, you must raise your vibration to match the frequency of those things. This requires an active effort to maintain a positive, high vibration mindset. It is about being intentional with your thoughts, emotions, and actions so that they align with your desires. This is why maintaining a positive mindset is so crucial. It directly affects your vibration and therefore your ability to attract what you want. Vision plays a key role in harnessing the power of the law of attraction. The act of visualization involves seeing yourself already living the life you desire. When you visualize your success, you are not simply imagining a future event. You are creating the feeling of already having achieved it. This feeling is what attracts the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with your desires. The more vividly you can imagine and feel your success, the more you will align yourself with the energy that brings it to you. Successful individuals use visualization as a daily practice, seeing their goals and dreams come to life in their mind before they are ever realized in the physical world. It is also important to recognize that the law of attraction is not about passively waiting for things to happen. Yes, it is about aligned action. While positive thinking and visualization are powerful tools, they must be coupled with purposeful, intentional action. The universe responds to the energy you put out, but it also responds to the steps you take toward your goals. You must meet the universe halfway by actively pursuing your desires. When you take action in alignment with your thoughts and beliefs, you demonstrate to the universe that you are serious about what you want, and the universe begins to match your efforts with corresponding opportunities. The law of attraction is also deeply connected to the concept of self-worth. If you do not believe that you are worthy of the success or abundance you desire, your energy will reflect that. The universe responds to your belief in your own worth. And if you feel unworthy, you will unconsciously block the flow of abundance. The key to attracting what you want is to raise your self-worth. When you believe you deserve success, love, and abundance, you raise your vibration to align with those qualities, and you attract them into your life. One of the most transformative aspects of the law of attraction is its ability to help you break free from the limitations imposed by fear and doubt. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that can block the flow of positive energy into your life. When you are fearful, you are vibrating at a low frequency, one that attracts more fear and negativity. By overcoming your fears and focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want, you raise your vibration and open yourself up to the possibilities the universe has to offer. The more you practice mindset, the easier it becomes to move through fear and doubt, and the more quickly you can manifest the life you desire. In the end, the law of attraction is a tool that can transform your life, when fully understood and applied. It is not a quick fix or a passive process, but a way of thinking and living that requires conscious effort, consistency, and a deep belief in your own potential. By aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with what you want to attract, you open yourself to a world of infinite possibility. The law of attraction is always working whether you are aware of it or not. The key is to become intentional in using this law to bring your dreams and desires into your reality. Persistence is one of the most powerful qualities that any successful individual can possess. It is the unyielding determination to continue moving forward, even when the path is difficult, even when the odds seem insurmountable, and even when failure seems imminent. It is the ability to remain focused on your goals, to keep pushing forward despite setbacks, and to never give up on your dreams. Persistence is not simply about working hard. It is about maintaining a belief in your goals and a commitment to them, regardless of the obstacles or challenges that arise along the way. The importance of persistence cannot be overstated. Success is rarely achieved overnight, and the journey toward achieving your goals is rarely smooth. Every individual who has ever achieved anything of significance has faced difficulties, obstacles, and setbacks. The difference between those who succeed and those who fail lies in their response to those challenges. Successful individuals do not allow failure to define them. Instead, they view failure as a temporary setback, as part of the learning process. They understand that success is not about avoiding failure. It is about using failure as a stepping stone to greater achievements. Persistence is the quality that enables you to keep going when everyone else has given up. It is the ability to remain focused on your vision, even when the results you desire are not immediately forthcoming. It is about holding on to your belief in yourself and your purpose, even when others may doubt you or question your actions. Persistent individuals have an unwavering faith in their goals, and they understand that the path to success is often long and filled with challenges. They do not expect instant results, but they continue working toward their goals day by day, knowing that every step they take brings them closer to their destination. The role of persistence in success cannot be separated from the concept of resilience. Resilience is the capacity to bounce back from adversity, to remain strong in the face of hardship. Persistence requires resilience because there will inevitably be moments when things don't go according to plan. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and disappointment. But it is in those moments that persistence becomes even more important. Resilience allows you to stay the course, to keep going when things are tough, and to use the challenges you face as opportunities for growth. It enables you to learn from your mistakes, adapt, and keep moving forward with even greater determination. Persistence also requires patience. In a world that often demands immediate results, patience can be a rare commodity. But true success does not come from rushing through the process. It comes from taking the necessary steps with diligence, even when progress is slow. It is about understanding that meaningful success takes time and that the effort you put in today will eventually pay off in the future. Patience allows you to stay the course without becoming discouraged by setbacks or delays. It helps you to trust the process and to believe that, with consistent effort, your goals will eventually materialize. Persistence is also crucial for building momentum. Success is not a single event. It is the accumulation of small, consistent actions over time. Every effort you make toward your goal, no matter how small, contributes to the larger picture. At first, progress may seem slow, and the results may not be immediately visible. However, as you continue to persist, you begin to build momentum. Over time, these small actions add up, and the efforts you put in begin to compound, creating a snowball effect that propels you forward toward success. The key is to keep going even when it feels like nothing is happening. With persistence, you will eventually reach a point where your momentum carries you and success becomes inevitable. There is also a mental aspect to persistence. When you are persistent, you are training your mind to focus on the goal, to ignore distractions, and to persevere in the face of adversity. It is easy to become distracted by the opinions of others, by fear of failure, or by the immediate rewards of giving up. But persistence requires you to stay focused on the long-term vision and to trust that your efforts will pay off. The more you train your mind to persist, the more natural it becomes. It becomes a mindset, one that is not easily swayed by temporary setbacks or challenges. One of the greatest strengths of persistence is its ability to create opportunity. When you persist, you create a track record of effort and determination that others can see. Opportunities tend to find those who do not quit, who continue to show up and put in the work day after day. Whether it's a promotion at work, a new business opportunity, or a partnership, persistence opens the door to possibilities that would not exist without it. The universe, people, and circumstances begin to align with your persistence, offering you opportunities that you might not have encountered otherwise. The more you persist, the more likely it is that you will encounter the right person or situation at the right time. Persistence is also a key factor in overcoming self-doubt. Everyone faces moments of self-doubt, where the inner voice questions whether they are good enough or capable enough to achieve their goals. These moments are natural, but they must not define you. Persistence is the antidote to self-doubt. Well, By continuing to take action even when you feel uncertain or fearful, you prove to yourself that you are capable of achieving your goals. Each small step forward reinforces your belief in yourself, and each success, no matter how small, helps to silence the voice of doubt. In conclusion, persistence is the secret ingredient that separates those who achieve their dreams from those who fall short. It is not about avoiding failure. It is about continuing to push forward despite it. It is about remaining committed to your vision, even when the path is tough, and never allowing challenges to stop you from reaching your destination. Through persistence, you develop resilience, patience, and momentum, and you open the door to new opportunities. But by mastering the art of persistence, you transform obstacles into stepping stones, and you unlock your true potential. Self-belief is the cornerstone of success. It is the inner confidence that propels you forward, the understanding that you are capable of achieving your goals, regardless of external circumstances or the doubts of others. Without self-belief, the road to success is an uphill battle. When you believe in yourself, you unlock your potential, tap into your strengths, and discover an inner drive that fuels your progress. This belief is not simply about thinking positively. It is about trusting your abilities, knowing your worth, and understanding that you are worthy of success and happiness. The power of self-belief transcends external validation, and it is the most important tool you can have in your journey toward achieving greatness. One of the greatest challenges people face is overcoming the doubt that creeps in when they are faced with a difficult situation. The road to success is not always clear, and it can often feel uncertain or overwhelming. In these moments, self-belief acts as the anchor that keeps you grounded. When the odds seem stacked against you, it is easy to question your abilities or to wonder if you have what it takes to succeed. But self-belief is what allows you to silence those doubts. It is the inner voice that reminds you of your strengths, your resilience, and your potential. It is what keeps you moving forward when the going gets tough and what gives you the strength to face the unknown with confidence. Self-belief also empowers you to take risks. In order to achieve anything of significance, you must step outside of your comfort zone. The most successful individuals are those who are willing to take bold, decisive action in the face of uncertainty. They are not afraid to fail because they know that failure is a part of the journey and that it is through failure that they learn, grow, and improve. Self-belief gives you the courage to take those risks, to step into the unknown, and to trust that you will learn and adapt as you go. It eliminates the fear of making mistakes and replaces it with the confidence to try, knowing that every experience will bring you closer to your goal. At the same time, self-belief allows you to maintain a sense of self-worth. When you believe in yourself, you value your abilities and understand that you have unique gifts to offer the world. This self-worth is crucial because it determines how you interact with others, how you set boundaries, and how you handle rejection. People who lack self-belief often allow others to dictate their worth, allowing themselves to be undervalued or overlooked. But when you truly believe in your own abilities, you no longer depend on the approval of others to feel worthy. You know that your value comes from within, and that is the most powerful source of confidence you can have. Self-belief also plays a pivotal role in the way you perceive challenges. When faced with obstacles or setbacks, it is easy to become discouraged or to give up. However, people who have a strong belief in themselves are able to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable roadblocks. They understand that every challenge is an opportunity to learn, develop new skills, and build resilience. This perspective shift is a direct result of self-belief. When you believe in yourself, you know that no obstacle is too great to overcome. You approach every challenge with the mindset that it is just another step on your path to success. Building self-belief is a process that requires consistent effort and reflection. It starts with understanding and acknowledging your strengths and accomplishments. Too often, people focus on their shortcomings or mistakes, which only serves to erode their confidence. Instead, take the time to reflect on what you have achieved, no matter how small. Celebrate those wins and allow them to serve as a reminder of your abilities. Over time, you will begin to build a foundation of self-belief that becomes stronger with every accomplishment. Another way to build self-belief is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a profound impact on your self-esteem and mindset. If you are constantly surrounded by people who doubt your abilities, criticize your efforts, or dismiss your dreams, it can be difficult to maintain self belief. On the other hand, being around individuals who uplift you, encourage you, and believe in your potential can help you strengthen your confidence. Seek out those who support your goals, who challenge you to be better, and who inspire you to keep going, even when the journey gets tough. Self belief is also closely tied to your ability to set and achieve goals. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to set ambitious goals and take the necessary steps to achieve them. This belief gives you the confidence to step out of your comfort zone and pursue the things that truly matter to you. Setting clear, actionable goals provides direction and purpose, and achieving them reinforces your self belief. Each milestone you reach is a testament to your capabilities, and with each success, your belief in yourself grows stronger. It is important to recognize that self belief is not about being arrogant or thinking that you are better than others. True self belief is rooted in humility and self awareness. It is about understanding that while you have strengths, you also have areas for growth and improvement. People with strong self belief are not afraid to acknowledge their weaknesses, but they do not let those weaknesses define them. Instead, they focus on their strengths and use those as the foundation for their progress. Self belief is about knowing that you are enough as you are, while also understanding that you have the ability to grow and evolve into the best version of yourself. In conclusion, the power of self belief is the driving force behind all personal success. It gives you the courage to take risks, the resilience to face challenges, and the strength to push through difficult times. When you believe in yourself, you unlock your potential and open the door to infinite possibilities. Self belief is the foundation upon which all of your dreams can be built, and with it, you can accomplish anything you set your mind to.